right. Whoop. There they are. Just about. Hey, Steve. Yeah, finally got it running. Show you this. This is the bugger that had it all messed up. Power control board. So right now I'm just finishing off a bowl I started 3 weeks ago before my lathe died. Yep, then we got a couple green wood blanks, which I believe are both beech. Either that or they're birch, one of the two, I don't remember. The guy took a tree down in his backyard, so I got him. That feels pretty good there. We'll just do real fast sand here. Now sanding is so exciting. We'll get this taken care of quick and we'll get on to the blanks. So it's not too bad. Wrong one. And that's it. Finished the inside last live and just had to finish up the bottom. Nice little hackberry bowl. What was that? Hey, Plywood, how you doing? Set that off to the side. Get this out the way. Ah, those jaws are heavy. There we go. This is going to be fun. That is wobbling a lot. Well, we'll make do. Josh, hey, what's going on, man? This is going to be interesting. Half-inch bowl gouge. Yeah, I feel like that's way too high. We'll see if we can't get going here. Start to get this guy balanced out. Well, he's beating me up a little bit. Stay put. All right. It's going to be a few before we get this guy balanced enough. He keeps wanting to come loose. Stay put. Let's bring up some tailstock if we can. See if that doesn't help us out a little bit. Definitely getting some nice shavings off that. Let's see if I can't reposition you guys here to give you a better view, kind of as it's happening. There we go. Oh, I gotta love that green wood. Put you guys back over here. Sold your coffee bean bowl. Nice. Congratulations. Get you guys right about there. All right. Should be able to get some more speed out of this. All right, I'm gonna put you guys right in the firing line. It should be a little bit entertaining. Yeah. Phone's covered in shavings. Nice long. That's what you get with the green woods. The real long, peeled out sections. Yeah, still tight. The tip of my gouge is all clogged up. There we go. All right. We're going to go ahead and start prepping. We're going to do a mortise in the back of that so we can get that flipped around. Going to move you guys again. Maybe right about there. Should give you a pretty decent view. Should we, before we move you, so you can see the finish we're getting right now. That is not bad at all. You have to get that bark out of there. Get you guys right over here. Whoop. That should give you guys the best view. Never heard of the issue. Never heard of... I got you guys in the corner. Hold on a second. Josh, what'd you say here? Never heard what the issue was with your lathe. Okay, so the power control board went out, which is this guy. So main power. So up here's where your wall power comes in. So right there at the outlet, you got a fuse right there, which is good. And what I had, and you can actually might be able to see that. So this is your main power connector that goes up to the display with the on-off, forward reverse. All that's supposed to be 5-volt power. I was seeing both 60-volt DC and 60-volt AC coming out of each one of these pins except ground. These are the two speed sensors. They also had both 60 volts AC and 60 volts DC. So even the Laguna tech that I talked to had never seen it before, but I was still under warranty, so they just shipped me out a new power control. I got that installed, and we're back up to spinning. Looks like I chewed the bark. All right. Now this is where I'm going to cheat a little bit and go ahead and just use an easy wood tool. That is too low for that. I have to make something new to hold my tools while I'm making adjustments. That should be close enough. And whoo, brand new Easy Wood tools are pretty sharp. All I did was ran my hand that way across that and sliced myself open. So be careful with these things. Let's see here. And we'll go just a touch deeper. Oh, damn it, just did it again. All right, we're going to put him down. That's a little too sharp. In case you're wondering, not only did I do it once, I went ahead and did it a second time. Damn. All right. Anyway, I say wood stain. Yeah. Okay. I was using a skew. Set the dovetail. All right, that's not what we wanted. All right. Come on, you. All right, fine. All right. Hang tight for just a sec. I'll get this guy off of there. You can see what we made. A whole bunch of shavings. Man. There we go. All right, let's get going on the inside. Put you guys right about here. That should give you a pretty good view of it. And yep, did give it a little bit of a red stain there. All right. So, roughing out epoxy. Oh, epoxy's terrible. Yeah. Anybody got a preference for how we do the inside? You guys want to see easy wood tools? You guys always want to see traditional tools? Anybody at all? You got a choice between bowl gouges. We got the Easy Wood rougher, the finisher, got scrapers. Easy Wood tools? All right. We're going to slide you guys right over here. So Easy Wood tools are the carbide scrapers, if you're not familiar with those. As I said, new, they're sharp, be careful. Parallel, and you just kind of push in. Let's get some more speed going. A couple people picked the Easies. All right. We're going to switch over here to our mid-size hollower. Mid-size hollower has the very small carbide on it. Can you guys even see that? Let's make it a little easier for you. There, using a little flashlight here, give you some light. Now you can see what's going on. All right. Stop here, check our thickness. This is green wood, so we will not be able to finish it tonight. I've actually got to leave it fairly thick. Those are some nice shavings, though. If you do not, let's see here. I know I got an example somewhere. And that's not it. Where did he go? Are you him? Nope. Nope. And nope. So many damn bold blanks around here, it's not even funny. You can kind of see it on this one. So if you don't leave enough space in green wood, I don't know if you can see that, he has shrunk. He is no longer round. He is an oval. So that's why you got to leave enough space. And the other thing that can happen is they do crack if they don't dry properly. So you got to leave enough thickness for them to dry. Otherwise, they warp and crack. They're going to warp irregardless. You got to have enough thickness to be able to get them back to round. So we'll be sure to leave ourselves a good bit of thickness here. So here in a little bit, a couple months probably, we'll be able to finish this off. So the general rule of thumb, whoops, general rule of thumb on that is 10% of your diameter. At least that's what I've been told. So we are 6 inches across, which means I'll need a rim of right about a 1/2 inch. And we are, I don't know if you can see that, we are right now at about 5/8. So we can go a little thinner, but not much. We'll keep that close. See how we're doing. Still go a little more. And that's a 1/2 inch. As far as our depth, that is just about perfect. So that's going to be as far as we go with that one. Be just a second. We have one more. This one's going to be a little bit awkward at the beginning. Give you guys a decent look at it. Nah, that's the red stain we were talking about. Don't worry about that. That's where it came from. Nice little bowl. So now we just set that up out of the way so she can dry the rest of the way. Get my woodworm screw. And we will bring you guys back around this way. Get you guys a decent view here again. So, already drilled the hole to go on the woodworm. Let the chuck let go. Yep, that's what happened. Tighten that up. And as we get this started, we will use the tailstock support again. That's an impressive number of shavings. See what sort of speed we can get. All right. Hey Bear, how you doing? All right. So the first one, we use traditional tools on the outside, so we will go ahead and use the Easy Wood tools on the outside this time, and then when we go to the inside, we'll use the traditional tools. Let's see if I can't get you guys in a good position here. There you go. Boost up our speed a little bit. Start out with the rougher. Ooh, a little bit too much. I said I was going to use Easy Wood, but I like watching those shavings fly. So we're going to go back to our 1/2 inch bowl gouge. Trying to put you guys right in the firing line here. Get it a little closer. There we go. All right. That's what it looks like being in the firing line. Put you guys off to the side here. All right. Should be able to pull that out of the way. Still got some bark, so we're going to have to get skinnier. All right. These are going to happen fast. Fourth in a row. We didn't get much spring. Winter straight to summer. 2 more videos to put out. All right. All righty. Let's see. What shape do we want to go for this time? Anybody got a preference on shape? And last one we did, whoop, that shape. Inverted curve, so we're supposed we can do a nice round one. I have no idea how to say that, but hello. Let's see here. I need to move you guys again. I'm going to go for that shape. Maybe move you guys up higher. Give you a better view. So I try to do this one. There we go. That should, nope, you're going to be right in the way. Go for a small one. That'll work. Okay. Bouncing. Oh, have a good one, Bear. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I might need to sharpen that guy. Back to the big one. And for that one, I got to slide you guys somewhere else. And that's still not far enough. you go. All right. Whoop. There we go. Okay. All right. Just slowing down as I'm coming out of the rim there so I don't blow anything out. And that's all right. We can clean that up though. Like I said, in the end though, it doesn't matter a whole lot because it's going to warp, as all green wood does. All right, let's see how that's looking. That's looking a lot better. Boop, boop. You guys got shavings hanging all over you. Move you back down here and zoom out a little bit. See what the outside's looking like. Hey, Pine and Oak Woodworks. Yes, lathes are very addicting. Who's that? The one guy who runs the American Wood Shop says it's the most fun you can have in your shop. And that is, I believe that's a true statement. Absolutely true. So let me get this guy off of here. We'll get him spun around. Let's see if... Nope. Oh, I'm not ready to do that. I still got to put the mortise in. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. you guys in. And we're going to use the same trick as last time. Just going to use the Easy Wood tool. Definitely go faster than that. Okay. Don't run your fingers across it. I'm already bled it several times. Use the skew. Give us the dovetail. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and get it turned around. I wonder. I just grabbed a pair of channel locks. I bet you I can just pop that right off there. Oh. And I have no clue how to say that one either, but welcome. Max. I'm just going to call you Max. Yeah, that ain't going to work. There we go. Wormwood screws out. All right, make sure that is locked down. And like I said, we used the Easy Wood tools last time. So this time around, we'll use traditional. And we just got to make a... That was a clean floor when we started. There. Now you guys will be able to sit level and not bounce so much. Whoops. Gonna need that. Knock the power out of my phone. All right. There. I think you guys can see pretty good. So, if you guys are enjoying this, feel free to subscribe. I'm often up late and doing turning, so at least know if I'm online doing something. You can stop on in and watch whatever I may be up to. If you want to, you can go ahead and hit that like button. Get that out of the way. All right. I think that'll work. I'm going pretty aggressive. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. Those are some pretty thick shavings. need to go a little lighter than that though. Whoa. And probably, that's the second time I've ran that live center across my calf. That should let you guys see a little bit better. Oop, I just bumped you. All right. Whoa, okay. What do you guys think of those streamers just flying? From Linguini to angel hair. Let's see here. Second light on. And that should work. You're still lined up? Yep. Oh, come on now. And Josh, you get to do that with your epoxy, right? You can tell my tool's starting to get dull. Yeah, I think we'll make it. Come on now. Ah, I'm out of position. I'm trying to do it from the back side of the lathe. It's not that easy. All right, we're gonna send you guys upwards. Let you look down on it. Like that. The way I'm getting these long shavings. You guys get that when you're doing the epoxy, right? Let's see. Hopefully you guys can still see. looks like we might be starting to, oops, sorry, bumping you guys. Might be starting to get a little close here. How was that view from back there, watching all the shavings just kind of arc over and fall to the floor? Ten foot long with a, yeah, I haven't tried turning epoxy yet. Well, one of these days I'll get a pressure pot and give it a shot. And we are 6 inches, so we're going down to about half an inch. Looks like right now we're about 7/8. Got a little further to go. All right, that was just cleaning up the rim there. We'll see if we can't get this going here. Get this down to about a half inch. Yeah, that's what happens. I'm trying to reach around the camera here, not bump you guys. I think we're just going to do a little quick shift here. Drop you down, aim you better, zoom out, and turn you a little more. That should put you right about where you want to be. A lot of shrapnel around with epoxy, with its nice warm ribbons hanging all over you after that. All right, got a turn. All right. Let's see where we're at. So now my inner section is thinner because I got this large rim, which you can see right there. So and our rim is a little over half inch, which means we're a little under half inch, which that might not be great, but depth wise, we can go a little deeper than that. This is not a bottom bowl gouge though, so we'll put him back over here and we'll go to our Easywood. I'm going to zoom you guys in, give you a better view. There you go, you should be able to see that just fine. And we're just going to drop that bottom down a bit more. Okay, shift you guys over here. Shift this over here. Looks like you got a pretty decent view. There. And now we're just gonna, like I said, work on that base. Right, check it. That's good. Shavings everywhere. All right, we're gonna zoom you out, bring you around. Like I said, for this one, we went for a more roundish bowl. There's that one. Here's the first one we did. And here's the one that we finished up when we first got started. So this is that Hackberry bowl. We just had to clean up the base on it. I'll get that finished up later because, trust me, nobody wants to watch me sand. Me least of all. Well, it's a nice little bowl. Now these two, like I said, these are very green wood, meaning very wet. So they have a lot of drying to go yet before we'll be able to finish these off. So you'll probably see these again in a few months when we pull them out and do the finishing on them. So there's that. To give you guys an idea of what's coming in the future, let me go ahead and take you off power here. So I had a neighbor took down some trees, and I have got plenty of, one of those woods is birch, and I'm not entirely sure what the other one is. Possibly elm would be my guess. And there's some ash buried in that pile as well. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed this, I'm often out here in the shop late at night doing stuff like this, so feel free to subscribe and jump in on next time I go live. Thanks much, guys. Did you seal those before dry? Yes, yes. The end grain is sealed. So Josh, I don't know if you're still here and heard that, but it is absolutely, I used, most of them I used glue, wood glue on the ends after watching some YouTube videos. So that was the best way to do it. Before I'd used armor seal, but they said wood glue worked even better. So that's what I used. Right now the shop's a disaster. So for those of you joining just now, my lathe was broke or has been broke for the past 3 weeks. Thanks to that guy, which is a power control board. So I was still under warranty with Laguna, so got a hold of them. They sent me a new one. I got it installed earlier today and finally got back to doing some turning. Like I said, this area of the shop was completely clean. We made a bit of a mess. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good one. And I got to figure out how to stop this. Thanks, Plywood. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.